If you're thinking about grabbing the Anker 511 charger, also known as the Nano 3, because it promises powerful 30W charging in a tiny package, hold on because I'm about to unpack some surprising truths that'll make you rethink this popular little charger. But here's what surprised me. Despite its glowing 4.8-star rating and being 70% smaller than the original 30W Anker charger, there are some catch-and-release issues that might throw a wrench in your daily charging routine. Therefore, before you spend your $16.99, let's dive deep into what makes the Anker 511 charger both a hero and a headache. Ready for the full breakdown? Let's charge right into it. First, let's talk size and power, because this is where the Anker 511 charger, Nano 3, really shines, literally. Anker swapped out silicon for gallium nitride, a modern tech that lets manufacturers cram more juice into a smaller box, making this charger just 1.12 inches thick. That's practically pocket-sized power that fits right in your palm without the bulk. If you love traveling light but hate waiting for your devices to power up, this thing's built for you. Think earbuds, phone, tablet, and yes, even your MacBook Air. Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the twist. Powerful as it is, it's not without its quirks. You see, on Amazon, this charger boasts a near-perfect 4.8-star rating, which naturally grabs your attention and trust. It promises full-speed 30W charging, claiming to juice your iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max to max levels swiftly, or bring your iPad Air 5th Gen to 50% in only 45 minutes. Plus, it supports Samsung's super fast charging up to 25W, making it a universal contender. Impressive on paper, but real-world users have hit a couple of speed bumps. Now, I'm not saying this charger will suddenly turn into a paperweight, but here's where the story gets interesting. Some users reported inconsistent charging speeds, particularly when using cables that aren't top-tier. Apparently, pairing this Gaian powerhouse with a budget cable is like trying to race a Ferrari on a bumpy dirt road. To add to the drama, the Anker 511 charger comes with Active Shield 2.0 technology, an intelligent safeguard that monitors your device's temperature over 3 million times daily, twice the watchfulness of the previous version. This is great news if you're worried about overheating, short circuits, or unpredictable power surges frying your gadgetry. So, if you're the kind who freaks out at the first whiff of a hot charger or rare sparks, this charger's got your back. It's like a tiny, vigilant bouncer for your devices, minus the leather jacket and sunglasses. But overzealous thermal throttling can sometimes slow the charging, which means cool protection but slower juice-ups. Yes, protection has its price, and that price sneaks into your charging speeds. So, you might wonder, who exactly is the Anker 511 charger for? It's perfect for travelers, minimalists, and anyone who hates lugging around bulky chargers. If you're charging on the go, juggling multiple Apple and Android devices, and want a compact charger without sacrificing power, this gadget's designed for you. However, if you're someone who demands ultra-fast charging every single time, especially with cheaper cables or older devices, prepare yourself for some compromises. It's like buying a sports car but still needing to watch your driving skills on icy roads. Hold on, before you reach for your wallet, let's talk reliability and build quality. Anker's known for sturdy gear and great customer support, and with the 511 charger, you get a 24-month warranty. No small comfort if something goes wrong. But here's the kicker. The charger doesn't include a cable. This means you need to pair it with a good quality USB-C cable to unlock its full potential. Buying the charger only is like getting a fancy chef's knife without the cutting board. Sure, you have the tool, but good luck making it work perfectly without the right accessories. Now, a quick joke to lighten the mood. Why did the charger break up with the phone? Because it found their connection wasn't powerful enough. But seriously, this relationship can totally work if you give it the right cable, one that's fast, durable, and compatible with 30W charging. Let's deep dive into charging speeds with some real-world context. Testing shows the 511 charger can indeed bring an iPhone 16 Pro to full speed, bumping smartphones to 50 to 60% in under an hour. But the catch is consistency. Long charging sessions, using cables or devices with differing protocols, sometimes slow the output down. This is mostly due to heat management and the smart tech inside trying to protect your gear. So if you're planning to use this exclusively for quick top-ups or multiple devices over the day, it's reliable enough. However, hardcore power users chasing rapid charges might feel a tad frustrated. It's like having a tiny butler who's super careful not to spill your tea but occasionally takes longer to pour it. Another small but notable concern. Some reviewers mention that although Gaia Tech has made the charger compact and efficient, the charger can feel warm to the touch under heavy use. Not dangerous warm, but warm enough to remind you it's working hard. If you're charging overnight or in a confined space, consider that heat buildup could mildly reduce long-term efficiency. Think of it as jogging in the summer heat, not deadly but slightly taxing. Now let's talk versatility, because the last thing you want is a charger that's a one-trick pony. The Anker 511 charger throws power at almost everything: earbuds, phones, tablets, and even your MacBook Air, packing enough punch for an all-in-one solution. This can declutter your travel bag or desk and make sure you're never caught with the wrong charger. For multi-device households, the Nano 3 can be a genuine game changer. Just remember, faster charging depends heavily on the cables and device compatibility. So keep that in mind before expecting magic with outdated or low-power accessories. Rehook moment. If you stick with me, I've got a tip that could maximize this charger's potential and transform your charging experience instantly. Stay tuned, because sometimes the problem isn't the charger, but the gear you pair with it. Story time. I once handed this charger to my friend, who's notoriously hard to please with tech gear. She travels non-stop between New York and London and hates carrying bulky tech in her carry-on. The Anker 511 charger was a hit due to its size and speed, but the first time she tried charging in a hotel, she used a cheap third-party cable. Guess what? It barely charged her phone. She almost returned it. Then she replaced the cable with an Anker power line and boom, perfect charging speed, no hiccups and no more complaints. The moral: don't skimp on cables. Before we wrap it up with the resolution you've been waiting for, here's a second joke. What do you call a charger that's great but a little picky? A selective currency. Okay, I'll stick to reviewing. So after all this deep dive, should you buy the Anker 511 charger Nano 3? Absolutely yes, with some caveats. If you want a compact, durable, and widely compatible charger that can power multiple devices quickly and safely, this is one of the best $16.99 investments you can make right now. You get Anker's well-earned reputation, cutting-edge GaN technology that shrinks the size without shrinking the power, and top-tier safety features. It's almost like they bottled lightning and put it in a tiny box. However, temper your expectations if you're expecting lightning-fast charges in every situation, without pairing this charger with the right cables and compatible devices. And if you often push your gear to the limits in scenarios where max charging speed is non-negotiable, you might want to look at alternatives with higher watt output. But if portability, safety, and decent speed top your list, this little charger delivers more than it promises. Final joke for the road. Why don't chargers ever get lost? Because they always find their outlet. But don't get stuck with a charger that can't keep up. Make sure you pick the right one. For the best price on the Anker 511 charger Nano 3, check the link in the description below. Prices fluctuate quickly in tech, so if you want this compact powerhouse, don't wait too long. Grab it now, enjoy the balance of portability and power, and stop lugging around bulky bricks. Remember, it's a game changer for travelers and minimalists alike, but make sure you have the right cables to get the best out of it. Thanks for watching, and happy charging.